pack a backpack.
Can you start again?
Sure. Okay, here we are again, and I'm going to explain how to pack a backpack. You're going to have a backpack that should be something similar to this. This is actually overkill. I think this is 70 liters. You could probably get away with 50, maybe even 40. Actually, well, it depends on the gear that you bring. Clearly, one of these things is not going to fit into a little backpack. If you have a small down one, though, it will. So let's talk about this. The first thing, most important thing for packing a backpack is making sure that the stuff that needs to stay dry stays dry. Most important thing to stay dry is your sleeping bag. So I'm going to take my sleeping bag. This one, which I got at Nakumat a few years ago, has the possibility to compress. So I pull on these straps to make it smaller. So we're going to get it down to a size where it'll actually fit in the suitcase. So here we go. We pull on these things until it gets small. And then I'm going to put it inside a bin bag. This is a legal bin bag. We have an agreement with a company called Taka Taka. They provide these bags for ISK. So you get your trash bag, and all of this is going to go into the bottom of the sleeping bag. I'm sorry, the bottom of the backpack. I repeat, the bottom of the backpack. Got it? All right. I'm going to stuff this guy in here. This is going to take you a minute or two in camp, so you kind of want to get used to the idea that packing up when you're backpacking isn't a 1-minute exercise. It can take a lot longer than that. Okay, so our sleeping bag is at the bottom of the backpack. We've got our bin bag in here protecting it, because we want to make sure that it stays dry. Now you're going to say goodbye to your backpack as soon as you get off of the bus, and every day a porter is going to take it and carry it for you. Because of that, you got to make sure that you carry the stuff that you really need all the time in your little backpack. Big backpack is for stuff that the porter carries. So, here we go. It doesn't really matter what order your things go in because, after all, you're only going to take them out when you're at camp. Nevertheless, I would suggest putting the things that are least protected, that you're going to need last, in the middle. So, I've got my sweater. Probably be wearing my sweater at base camp, or at the camp once I get in, because I'll be standing around and don't want to get cold. I've got my extra t-shirt. I'll take this one, I'll probably put this one on day 3 or so. I've got this heavier base layer. Make sure that all your clothes are synthetic. You don't want to bring a lot of cotton on the mountain because it's heavy and it gets wet. And once it gets wet, it's really hard to dry out. And then these are this is the pair of tracksuit bottoms. Just a word about trousers. I'm wearing these. I was wearing these hiking today. These are kind of fancy, but they're hiking pants. But anything that's not anything but blue jeans is going to work fine. But blue jeans are horrible for hiking in. And then I'm going to put my actually, I'm going to keep my towel in a separate location. So here's all of my clothes that I would wear regularly in my clean t-shirt. Take these and drop them on top of the sleeping bag. Also inside that bin bag. So if it rains, there's going to be, of course, the backpack is protecting it, but we've also got this extra plastic layer that will also protect. And now on top of that, because I've got the plastic layer, I'm going to take these socks, which I've got stuffed in plastic. I'll put them here. And the last thing I'll put in this compartment of the sleeping bag are my tennis shoes. So I'm going to want something to wear right away, and that's going to be easy to find. I'm going to take off my boots. As soon as I take off my boots, I need my other shoes. So I'm going to have my other shoes here. And we'll put them in like this, upside down. And we're good. So, we bring this up like this. Make sure that the bin bag is sealed. Actually, no sense in putting these underneath it. So we close up the bin bag, and the shoes go on top of it. And then I'm going to close that up. Notice there's a lot of extra space in there. Now I've got, this backpack has a couple of handy extra compartments. So I like to put my torch in here, in the top right here. And torch, I keep the torch with my extra batteries in this little plastic bag. So that goes in here. And I drop it in here. Then I've got my towel and my little wash kit. And I'll keep that in here as well. Zip that up. Then I've got my book. And I think I'll keep that in here too. And my dirty clothes bag. Now once you start getting dirty clothes, of course, your dirty clothes are going to go in them, and then the dirty clothes bag will be in here. And then I take this, and I clip it shut. And that part of my bag's packed. The only thing left is my sleeping mat. And this kind of mat doesn't need to stay dry. So I can just take it and I can stick it to the bottom of the bag. And flip it like this. And flip the other side. And every morning, we're going to hand this to the porter and say, here's my not too heavy bag. The maximum weight on this is 15 kilos. This probably weighs about 12 right now with the equipment that I've explained. There really isn't that much more that you need. Maybe an extra layer. If you don't have a down jacket like the one I showed, you're going to have a heavier coat. That's going to add some weight. But you really, really don't need to pack a lot of stuff. You're not carrying food, you're not carrying cutlery, you're not carrying plates, you're not carrying a stove. So this is a lot more capacity than you need, and I encourage you to stick to the recommended allowance. Thanks.